Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus with a PC. The game was developed by Nihon Falcom and published by SSeki Games and released in 2017. I honestly don't think too many people will know about this title, which I feel is quite sad, and hopefully through this review it might make some people out there who do listen to it take notice and give this game a go. It really is a good game which I just feel has gone under the radar for a lot of people. So without further ado, let's look into this game's details and see if this game is any good or not. The game's story is one which I feel feels right at home with a lot of typical JRPG gamers out there. It consists of a bunch of characters being drawn together for the purpose of fighting monsters in another dimensional realm to hold back the effects that it will have on the real world. The story has a slightly overused characteristic of having the group be young students living in Japan, studying, working, and yet strangely having the time to go into the otherworldly dimension to fight monsters, yet have it have no impact on their normal everyday lives or timescale. Whilst the story itself is quite good, and it is very well told and done at a very decent pace, it does oddly feel like something I've gone through countless times before with other games such as Persona 3, 4, 5 and a whole load of glaring others. The plot just kind of feels slightly overused, if anything. Tokyo Xanadu will give you a small cast of characters to physically play with, and each one brings their own unique style into the mix. Personally, however, I found that this game's cast of characters came across as a very mixed bunch, and one which I'm not sure mixed quite well. The problem is that while some characters such as Sora and Asuka do work and have chemistry together, you also get characters such as Yuki who just don't really feel as if there's anything to them at all, be it character or personality. Whilst I did warm up to some of these characters later on as the game progressed, it just felt that much harder than what it should have been. However, this could simply be a case of what I've mentioned previously with titles such as Persona 3 versus Persona 4's cast. It really could just be down to personal preference, but I myself found it quite difficult to like a fair few of this cast until later on in the game. The gameplay for Xanadu plays like most RPGs out there, in that you'll walk around the city, you'll talk to various people, and you'll be busy either studying, working, or going to the other dimensional realm and fighting monsters. The real surprise here is that when you do enter the other dimensional realm, once there, combat changes into something which I was not expecting. Originally, I was expecting this game to be a turn-based style combat system, but instead, everything is free roaming, and you'll be given freedom to wander around where you like, fight monsters using your special weapons, or just generally walk around doing whatever you want to. You can attack at will and move wherever you like using what skills you want to, and considering that I went into this game blind, the combat system really did take me by surprise, because when I looked at this game originally I really was expecting it to be turn-based like what traditional JRPGs are. So the fact that this was all free roaming just felt quite refreshing. Another great thing that I want to mention about the game's gameplay is all the minigames within the game itself. Don't feel like doing the game's main story? Well, then simply head on over to the local arcade and play a few games there instead, such as whack-a-mole, fishing, card games and more. Best of all, keep your eyes open for various cameos from all the trails of Cold Steel crew, as it is quite a nice touch where these guys show up. The graphics for Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus are almost identical to that which was used in the Legends of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. That being because they are using the same game engine, which I'm sure if you're a fan of those other previous titles, then you'll be rather happy here with this one, as the quality is practically the same. However, I do feel that a lot of the game's areas and locations throughout the real world in which you'll be exploring feel rather empty and not as packed as what you would expect them to be. Whilst the game's graphics are very nice, clean and crisp with a lot of colour to them, I just don't feel like the game's graphics engine is really pushing the game to its limits as what it could be, especially on the PC, given more power that the game has given to it. Locations in this game will mostly consist of you wandering around the campus, going to smaller areas of the cities, doing your part-time jobs, and then entering the other worlds via the dimensional doorways. While some areas will come off as feeling quite small or rather linear, there is always something to be done in each area. Be it from going to the arcades, going swimming, doing various side quests, reading up in a local bookstore, or just doing your local jobs. There's always something that you're going to be doing in each area, and as the game's story progresses, more features are then open to you. So whilst it may seem small at first, more opens up as the game goes on, and you'll have a lot more to do. Okay, so here is the big question with this game. Should you buy Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus for the PC? Well, even though this game isn't perfect, and even though it does have some flaws to it, I have to say that I really did enjoy myself with this one. And truth be told, this game really is as close to the Persona series that you're going to get on the PC. Because, let's just face facts here, Atlus just don't care about PC gaming, and thinks that it's still the year 2002. This game has that feel to it that the Persona games have, but it also has its own characteristics and personality to it, which I'm sure if other gamers out there gave it a chance, they would grow to love and enjoy for what it is and for what the game offers. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus is a good game with many features and events which I did enjoy, and I believe that many others out there would enjoy as well if just given the chance. It's just rather sad to see a good and great game such as this not get the attention that it really does deserve, because this is a very good game and it's got a lot going for it. Yet sadly, it's just one of those lesser known RPGs out there which really do deserve more love. Would I recommend Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus out there for gamers? Yes, I definitely would. Well, that's it for this video everyone. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.